We have lost so many gunfights in ways that we just don't want to accept, but it gets to a point that you just kind of start accepting. You lost just because that guy had better aim than you. You lost just because that guy had a faster reaction time than you. And in those type of scenarios, you're just telling yourself that you can't do much if someone comes across you and just has better aim or just a better reaction time. But you know what you got? This. I'm probably the worst example to say this and just end it there because I'm the dumbest tool in the shed. But what I mean by this is the knowledge of the game, your awareness basically, what you can use to your advantage to try and beat these pros that you come across. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video today. On the surface of Strinova, it just seems like it's just a bunch of hot women that have but this game is a tactical shooter, so you got to be tactical when you engage a lot of gunfights in this game. My time playing this game, I have noticed that a lot of people have good aim. A surprising amount of people have good aim. But the thing is, people do not have a lot of awareness in this game yet, just because it's very new. People are not familiar with the map, so you can use that to your advantage. Try and like get the hang of these things before people get used to these things, and use that to your advantage. So let's start this off by me saying that this game is a third-person shooter. A lot of third-person shooters try and combat this specific mechanic that I'm about to show you guys, but in this game it doesn't really matter. They didn't do anything to nerf it or you know, just try and like have people avoid doing that at all. It's something that you can actually use to your advantage, and that is being able to peek while in third person. Like, you do not have to peek yet with your body. You don't have to like actually, oh, I can't see this guy, I have to see this guy by peeking with my whole body. No, you can see this guy before you even peek, like while you're still around the corner. It seems very obvious, but you know, I just have to point it out there that this is a mechanic that is just very useful. You should try and peek enemies before you peek with your whole body. Just peek with your camera first. Oh, you identified someone is there, then you peek and shoot. So yeah, use that to your advantage. But let's get even more technical. So this enemy right here, I can see him, right? But let me tell you something. He can't see me. Even when he stands here, he won't be able to see me, just because the camera of the third person in this game is only locked to your right side. So like my right side over my shoulder. So this guy, where he's standing, he won't be able to see me, but I can completely see him. So once I see him, spray him down, he's dead. I can even like start pre-firing before I even shoot him. So while he's there, I know he's there. I can start pre-aiming and pre-shooting before I completely like reveal myself to him. So in this game, there's no way of you actually like switching your right side camera to your left side camera. So you just have to abide to the rules and, you know, play with this. Just know that you're only strongest when you're peeking like this, and when it comes to peeking like this, you won't know if someone's around there. So you can like have your camera go to your left side instead, so you can like have a better advantage. You just have to know that, you know, you're at a disadvantage here, you can't do anything, so it's best that you should not peek, because there's a chance that someone might be there. If you are very sure that someone is there, it's very dangerous to peek. To give you guys a little help on like how exactly you should peek if someone's actually like aiming down, especially if it's a sniper. Let's say if this guy's a sniper, what should you exactly do? Because there's been many times where like people just peek and they get sniped because there's just nothing you can do. They're just holding it and they know you're gonna peek there. So there's no way of me, I'm just going to go like, you know, this, then shoot him, he's gonna kill me, you know, because especially if he's that far, there's a chance that I might not hit all my shots. So if you're gonna peek a sniper, it's best you peek like this while you're in your paper form, you know. Once they see your body, they're gonna react, so it might just compel them to just shoot immediately. Sometimes they might not even shoot, so if they see you like this, they'll wait for you to get out of your paper form. If that happens, just go back just go back and hide, because they're just gonna hold it there. But whenever you wanna peek like this. Don't peek when you're gonna go like this, because immediately when you peek while you're in your 3D form, they're gonna shoot you. So it's best you just peek while you're in your paper form. The next thing I highly recommend, whenever you take fights in this game, try and like turn it down to a 1v1. Don't try and like, let's say if there are like 3 enemies in front of me, they are most likely gonna like spray me before I can even react. So, you know, compared to like other games like Valorant, there's a higher chance of me winning, just because the time to kill in Valorant is pretty quick, especially if it's a headshot. I just go boom, 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 you know. But in this game, there's no like quick way to kill someone. Even if you use a sniper, 3 enemies are in front of me, I snipe one person, these other people are gonna kill me. So even especially with the peeking mechanic, just try and like turn your fights into 1v1s, you know. You're peeking like this, oh, someone's there, take care of that guy first before you take her on to another guy. Because if you're gonna peek like this and there are 3 enemies in front of you, you're most likely gonna die. So try and 10 fights into 1v1s. You want to do like 1-by-1 peaks. Someone's there, shoot him down. Someone's there, shoot him down. If you peek like this, you're most likely gonna die. What you're basically doing there, you're using the environment to your advantage. Saying that you have this little peak here, you should know how exactly you should take on your fights, who is peaking and who should you put your main focus on first before doing anything else. What I want to move on to next is just basically gathering intel in this game. So let's start off firstly by using the use of still again peaking. There's going to be a lot of peaking in this game, but if you did not know, like right now there's no information on my screen. I do not know where the enemies are, but when I peek like this, of course I can see them. You can see I visually see them, but not only that, my mini-map sees them. And the thing about this is, like, not only will this information be displayed on my mini-map, it will also display to my teammates. So I have gathered information of where the enemies are. My teammates see on their mini-maps like exactly where they are, and we can plan ahead how we can kill those certain targets. So you're acting as a ward in this game. Basically a vision. You're giving vision to your teammates on exactly where the enemy is. Then you guys can plan ahead on exactly how you should tackle this. Are they aggressively pushing? Are they holding corners? Are they holding angles? Stuff like that. Another way to gather intel in this game, there's a certain amount of characters in this game that can actually gather intel by themselves as well. So let's say with her, and I'm peeking, oh, there's an enemy over there. I can just shoot this little corner here. Then, damn, I didn't even know it's that large, crazy. And now I have gathered a lot of intel, and you can also just pre-aim. So you know someone is there, pre-aim and boom, you know. So you should also use that to your advantage. A lot of characters in this game can gather intel. With Lewine, I don't know how you pronounce her name, but with her, she can gather intel with a knife. So it even goes through walls. I have information on this enemy, I can pre-aim and just do that. So yes, use a lot of gathering abilities to try and like gather intel. If you're using a character that doesn't gather intel, there's a tactical that you can actually use to gather intel, which is called the tattletale. So let's say just throw it over my head or over there, and I do this. Then it gives me information that, oh, someone is there. It doesn't really highlight, you know, the enemies, but you're gathering information that someone is there. You can also, mostly I like to put that telltale like behind me so I can know if someone's about to flank me. So I do this a lot in demolition. I'll just put my telltale and, you know, I'm just trying to hold angles. And if someone's gonna specifically go through like a certain doorway, I put my telltale there, and once it tells me that someone's there, I have to get ready and prepare myself to like, oh, someone's about to flank me. I need to shift my focus on my flank, just because everyone that's in this direction, there's either no one there or they're just holding corners. So my top priority is my flank. I was about to reset the map just because my telltale keeps on informing me it's being triggered. But before we do that, there's another key information that you should notice. On the top of your screen, there's always information that happens, and you can actually gather information when you are being scanned. So whenever an enemy scans you, it will tell you that certain enemy has scanned you. So you should also use that to your advantage. Let's say you're about to peek and all of a sudden, oh, okay, so it does get destroyed. So let's say you're about to peek and there's an enemy, whatever her name is. She throws a knife there. So she throws a knife there, right? And you're over here. Your game will tell you that you've been scanned. So what you want to do there is don't peek, because these guys will most likely know when you're about to peek, or they know that someone's about to peek there. So I highly recommend that you just destroy it, wait for it to finish, because you know you're trying to mess up that timing on like when exactly you're about to peek. And once that thing is destroyed, or you just wait it out, they'll have to now play the guessing game on like, when is this guy gonna peek? So yes, this game does a great job of like like also informing enemies that you have scanned them. So whenever you get scanned, you just have to play a bit smart. You most likely don't want to peek, or else if you do peek, you know they are scanning you. So if you peek, you're dead. You're most likely going to be dead because they are timing when you're going to peek. Now to talk about some of the ADSing in this game, whenever you're just close range, mostly when you're close range, you do not want to aim down sight at all. You just want to hip fire. Hip firing in this game is pretty strong. So whenever someone's close to you, especially the shotgun users will like want to come very close to you. Just hip fire. Hip firing is pretty strong. When it's medium range, that's when you wanna shoulder fire. Sometimes even hip firing can be pretty accurate at medium range, like you see like this. Not completely accurate, but hip firing is pretty strong. So that's what you want to do when someone is medium range. Shoulder aim, sometimes even hip firing is okay. Then when someone's like very long, then of course you want to completely ADS like this. And yeah, you should, you know, some of these guns do have a kick. So what you want to do is just get recoil handling. Then that will help a lot when someone's like long range. Whenever it's close range, hip fire. Whenever it's medium range, hip fire to shoulder fire as well. Then when it's medium to long range, at times like here, ADS, and like when it's super far, just also ADS. Another thing that can help you with characters that gather interone where the enemies are, you can also use smoke grenades. Smoke grenades are pretty good because is this a smoke grenade? Yes, a smoke grenade. So you pop a smoke grenade here, you're getting some cover. Then when you scan, you can see someone's right there, and they have nothing to do because they can't see what's happening out there, but you can see what's happening in there. So yes, that is pretty strong. Carry smokes, throw a scan, while an enemy is through a smoke, you can just spray them down. Since Strinova is such a big deal in this game, I've told you how strong it can be. There's also ways that you can eliminate people from using your Strinova. There's commonly the slow grenade, where people are going to be unable to Strinova when they get hit by it. So when I hit this enemy with it, he won't be able to Strinova. I can still Strinova, so you can Strinova all you want. While this guy cannot Strinova, you get out of yours, spray him down, you know. That really helps out a lot. There are also some characters that can also stop you from Stringifying. Medalena, I still need to get used to the names in this game, is my best pick when it comes to eliminating enemies from using the Stringify, because she has an ability that does this, and whoever's caught in that, they can also not Stringify. So you hit them with that, you can spray them down. Or she uses a semi-automatic gun, so yeah, you can just tap them down like that. So yeah, also her ult eliminates that. This covers a large radius of enemies unable to Stringify. Man, it's pretty large. I never knew it was this large. So yeah, all these guys cannot use that Stringify. Then I can just pick them off just like that. Because Stringify is very, very important in this game. And once you eliminate the way to do that, then you can win your gunfights even more often. Through the video, I've been using multiple abilities, and that kind of leaves us to our last tip. You should get very familiar with abilities in these games. Not only yours, but you should also familiarize with the abilities of your enemies. Because once you're familiar on what exactly your enemies can do, you are preparing yourself for exactly how you should tackle them. If you know, oh, this person has scans, so maybe I should not peek immediately. Especially in demolition, you know, you guys are going to be pretty far from your enemies, and you know someone keeps on throwing a certain scan at a certain doorway. So on the next round, you know, since okay, this guy always throws scans, you're just gonna let them throw that scan, and you're just gonna wait. You know, whenever they use this character, they're always gonna be throwing the scans at certain doorways. So what you want to do is don't peek yet. Wait for them to scan. Once the scan is done, that's when you go and peek, because they're giving information that, oh, someone is at that doorway. So since you do not scan, you're kind of just waiting out a bit. Then it tells them that, oh, no one is there, so I can rotate to another point and go check if someone is that side. But little do they know that, no, you're still there. So that's when you're gonna sneak in there and maybe even do like a little flank on the enemies, because the intel gatherer has gathered that, oh, there's no enemy there. So yes, but as I was saying, just get very familiar with the abilities in this game, because that's going to give you a better edge. Even if you know that the certain character's ability is very strong, at least that you are aware that it's strong, and you prepare on like how you should exactly engage it. Should you respect them using that ability, or you should try and get them before they use that ability, you know, just certain stuff. So it's just always good to know that, you know, the abilities that your character has, the abilities that also your teammates have, and the abilities that the enemies have. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there, guys. I think that's a lot of information I just dumped onto you guys, and yeah, I hope that you can use a lot of this information to win your next gunfights. And you guys, if you guys did enjoy, you know what to do. Drop a like, subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out a lot, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let's crank out and move out.